sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Good Feeling One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man. So apparently Odell is not mentally and emotionally ready to be at the voluntary OTAs I think they're having in Cleveland. His coach, new head coach for the Cleveland Browns, Freddie Kitchens, says, I'm paraphrasing, basically nobody knows the conversations me and Odell have. We want him to be here when he's mentally and emotionally ready. And he said he's not excusing him not to be here, but I guess he want him to be 100% fit, mentally, physically, and emotionally to play for the Cleveland Browns, man. We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, continue to share the videos. Appreciate the love and support. And this dude got more female traits than anything. I like Odell as a player, man. I like the pizzazz. I like the flash in the pan. I like that he has the cachet to be the face of the NFL. Usually, and it's usually a quarterback league, or back in the day, one of the great running backs, Barry, Walter, Emmett. Usually it takes a special person other than the quarterback to be the face of the NFL, because the quarterback, like I said before, is a tough position to play. He has the potential and the cachet and the following on social media to be the face of the NFL. He got the popularity, but he just got too many female traits, man, for me. And I ain't even talking about him wearing dresses, man. I ain't gonna get there right at this point. But you telling me that you're not emotionally ready to come to a new football team? It's football. You've been playing football your whole life. Your daddy was a dog. You know what I'm saying? In the state of Texas. What are you not emotionally and physically and mentally ready to do? To be in Cleveland, the city of Cleveland, they act like going to like Cleveland, Indiana, Detroit. Even people going to Philly sometimes, or Orlando in the NBA and whatever sport they got. They act like going to places like that is like, oh, it's the end of the world. I'm not in New York no more. Man, to a certain extent, it may be better. It may not be as crowded. Cleveland is straight. I've been to Cleveland a few times, drive down there every now and again. Cleveland straight. I got to deal with the snow. You deal with the snow in New York. What are you not emotionally and mentally ready to do? You got Jarvis Landry there, your homeboy. He can show you everywhere around Cleveland. You can't think because you're not gonna get the promo that you got with the New York media and stuff of that nature, man. Maybe that's good. And if I'm Cleveland, I'm starting to regret this trade already, man. I'm starting to regret it because, if you don't want to be here, everybody else was there. Myles Garrett, Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Kareem Hunt. Everybody else there working. You around at the Met Gala, like, come on, bro. You around in Paris and going around the world and being an Instagram star and rubbing shoulders with Drake. Like I said, I'll be regretting this trade right now. This dude is a mental case. And then the last 2 seasons, he missed the season. He missed 16 games the last 2 seasons. So it was a gamble for Cleveland, but I'm starting to figure out that, man, this ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. You got Freddie Kitchens, who never been a head coach before. You add Odell to this pot. Well, you didn't even need Odell. You can use Odell, but for him, he really that butthurt. He really that butthurt over going to Cleveland. Like, you the same dude that sat there in the interview with Josina Anderson and Lil Wayne when you weren't even invited. I heard he wasn't even invited to the interview, and you throw Eli Manning under the bus. You throw the NFL royalty, the greatest NFL family that the NFL has ever seen. Greatest family the NFL ever seen. You throw Eli under the bus thinking it's going to be me or Eli. They're going to have to get rid of Eli. He throw him under the bus. You know what? They got rid of your black ass. You know how the game go. Before Bob McNair died and said the wardens can't be running prison, they called you the prisoners can't be running the prison. They called you prisoners. They made y'all stand up. You know what I'm saying? They got emails out there saying whatever they said about Kaepernick that is now deleted because Kaepernick took a deal. And you think they was going to choose, you think they was going to throw out an agent Eli Manning over you? Oh, they said nope. And you mad you ain't in New York. If you wanted to be in New York, you should have been a abiding citizen, a law-abiding citizen. If you want to stay in New York, you should have shut up and you shouldn't have complained. Because that just shows you, 50-year-old Eli Manning, 80-year-old Eli Manning, they held him to a higher standard than they held your black ass to. You know what I'm saying? And that's real shit. And that's real shit. They held him to a higher standard than they held you to. And you sitting there looking stupid. So I can't believe they traded me to Cleveland. I can't believe they traded me to Cleveland. Like, dude, it ain't the end of the world. It ain't like they sent you to Mars or Venus. At least you got a job. You getting a check. Your check don't change. New York took all the dead money. But that's just how he cut. He is emotional. And in my opinion, I don't know if somebody with that emotion, with that level of immaturity, emotionally and mentally, what does it have to be mentally, emotionally to be done to go to Cleveland? You know what I'm saying? Was he not prepared for? That's what you got to ask yourself. I can see if he say, hey, coach, man, I'm still having a hard time finding a place to live in Cleveland. I don't know if I'm going to give me a house or I'm going to give me an apartment or I'm going to give me a loft or a condo or whatever. I'm still figuring things out, how to get my stuff from New York, how to get my car from New York. You know, I got to get a few things in order. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if he said, you know, physically, I still have some things to move around. Mentally, you know, I'm still kind of, you know, trying to deal with, you know, what school, what my kids gonna go to school at, or my mother, or you know, so whatever things you got that come with moving. You know what I'm saying? We all done moved before. I can understand that, but mentally, not being prepared to go make millions of dollars, mentally not being prepared to catch a football from a quarterback that's a little bit younger, you know, and that's looking to be a young superstar in this league, like, I don't get it. Mentally, emotionally, what is it to be ready for? You about to play with your boy Jarvis Landry. And this is a indictment on the city of Cleveland. If I'm the city of Cleveland, it's all about Cleveland, in my opinion. He basically saying, I don't want to go to that shithole. You know, I want to go back to New York. And like I said before, if he wanted to go back to New York, you know what he should have did? He should have shut up. And that's what happened, bro. When you open your mouth too much, man, in corporate America, and NFL is corporate America. When you open your mouth and you expose some double standards and you expose some inconsistencies on how they operate, or you go out there and tell the truth, guess what? They're going to get rid of you. So that go for anybody that like where you at. If you in Baltimore, you like it there. You in Indianapolis, you like it there. You in LA, you like it there. You better not come out and say the truth. You might not come out and say, oh yeah, Jared Goff ain't that good. He garbage. Especially if you a brother, you going to be gone. You better not go to Indianapolis and say, oh, Andrew Luck, you know, he ain't shit. You know, he treat us like, I'm just saying, not saying he do it. You know, he called us the N-word and stuff. Whoop-de-whoop. Hey, man, your black ass going to be gone. It's no different from when we go to work every day. It's no different. If you one of those people that speak up about, you know, at the workplace, oh, the water fountain's dirty, or they don't care about us, the air ventilation suck, we don't get the breaks we supposed to get, and you start talking union stuff in a non-union shop or trying to form a union, guess what? You're gonna see a new guy named Tory coming in. They're gonna put him right in your section. Oh, train Tory, he gonna be your liaison, or he gonna be your assistant. Next thing you know, 2-3 weeks go by, 4 weeks, 6 weeks go by, and they're gonna be like, hey, can you meet us in the office? Hey, we need to let you go. Then you find out Tory, you didn't train your replacement. That's just how it go. And that may not have been the steps that Odell had to go through, but hey, that's corporate America. He said he went out his way. Well, he didn't go out his way. He went out. He did go out his way to speak the truth about Eli Manning. They say, you know what? We'll take a agent Eli Manning, and they probably gonna extend Eli Manning if they hadn't. We'll take agent Eli Manning over Odell Beckham. That's real talking, especially when Eli Manning be there damn near every week playing healthy, and you missed 16 games in the last 2 seasons. It wasn't a hard decision to make. And like I said, if I'm the city of Cleveland, if I'm in Cleveland, I'm taking offense to this. Odell is basically, you know, saying F my city before he give us a try, before he go to some of the hot food spots, before he go out here and check out the mall, before he check out the area. And most people get a bad rap when you go to Indianapolis, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Detroit, you know, Pittsburgh. Dude, around a lot of those areas, it's some unbelievable suburbs, man. They just look at the city like you're going to be living in Detroit, you're going to be living in Cleveland, you're going to be living in Indy, Cincinnati. You're going to be living on the outskirts, man. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I don't think this is going to work. If I'm Cleveland, I'm thinking about moving him. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about trading him whenever I can. But hey, If this don't work out, it is what it is. Y'all know what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsor, video request. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1 Boxing. Got 100% all natural products. Check them out. All those links in the description. Check out the Patreon. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. But just that's where the donations share the videos. Goodfellas Sports TV. We go.